we all come together with one common goal in mind: to be patriots. We're willing to take a peaceful stand to show the world that fairness, justice, and freedom are more than just words to us. They are a way of life, which at this current pace, our children and grandchildren may never know.
Our hearts were torn apart just like y'all was. Watching towers full of souls fall to sawdust. Every time we called your office, you ignored us. Now you're holding hearings on us all inside of Congress. Microscopes on us, asking which your hardest. My answer was in line with all of the founding fathers. I think Patrick said it best: give me liberty or death. I shall never accept anything less. You claim innocence, you play victimless, but you gave the kiss of death in the name of self-defense. Slavery and theft of other nations to the end of pacifying your citizenry with excess. We believe in freedom, justice, security, but they're only pure when they're applied universally. So certainly if I rage against the machine, my aim was only to clean the germs out of the circuitry. Urgently putting fear inside your heart, make you burn Qurans and tell me not to build a mosque. Me, my wife and babies, we ain't never made you hard. We just wanna touch our head to the floor and talk to God. Ask him to remove every blemish from our heart. The greatest threat of harm doesn't come from any bomb. The moment you refuse the human rights for just a few, what happens when that few includes you?
Folks, Permanent Patriot on Nibiru Sunset. I don't know what to say. More craziness. So I've been showing you this video about multiple suns, and the dude told me to keep watching it because I emailed him a long time ago about this shit, like you know, dust, fisheye. He assures me that all of this stuff is up in the sky. It's not any dust or fisheye. And he says to follow his camera. And you'll notice that his camera doesn't keep up with the shit moving on the screen. So I did watch it again, and I caught something else that I would like explained. I gotta find it though. But so yeah, let's look at the video again. Over Halifax again. Now look, this shit right here, that's not his camera. Okay, and you can hear him zooming in and zooming out to refocus the camera and look at other things to refocus the colors and shit like that. And yeah, this shit right here, that's not his camera. Boop! Jumps up in the dude's arms or whatever the fuck that is, and look, here it is. And now watch, just keep your eye on this thing. Keep your eye on it. As best you can anyway. Because what you're gonna see is it's gonna shoot right up like that, like somebody's, and look at right there, you could see how it's like a beam. It's not like spread across the sky, you know, like a sun would emulate light. It's like a beam. You can see it. And so now watch the that thing bouncing around. I don't think it happens for a while, but you could clearly see it like jump up here and disappear, like somebody's pulling a slide out. I'm telling you folks, that shit up there is a projection. I want somebody from NASA or an astronomer. I want somebody to answer this fucking question for me. How about the military? Anything? Mr. President? Anything? Any astronomers or scientists can explain this fucking video? Hello, multiple suns. Now you could clearly see two suns. One of which, I want to say this one because it's like a perfect fucking circle. Like somebody, you know, put a piece of paper a stencil over it or some shit. So watch, just watch, you'll see what I mean. It's so, yeah, that thing jumping around is not the fisheye. Like, see right here, right there, there's the other sun. Look at perfect circle, unless that's the moon. But he didn't mention that, so I'm guessing it's the other sun. 1, 2. So what the fuck is this on top? And what's this? What is all this? Look at this shit right here bouncing around. That's not his camera. You see, it's his camera's not keeping up with that. Oh, what the fuck is that? This thing right here looks like a face. That's an eyeball. Oh, it's serious. Watch. Watch. See, I'm watching on high resolution screen. I'm watching on color screen. Readjusting it. That looks more like a thing to me. Some kind of, I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. You'll see it here in a minute. It's gonna jump. Look at this thing's down. It just keeps appearing, reappearing, disappearing. Just jumping all over. This is the thing you're gonna see. Watch. Follow that shit around, and then it'll be here, and then it'll just shoot up. And you'll see him try to follow it with his camera. Like, what the fuck was that? But he can't follow it. Notice all the fucking clouds. And you would need something like that for... I know with holograms they use a lot of clouds, chemtrails and shit. But this is in Halifax, folks. Where all those strange sounds, you know, I've done videos on it before. Strange sounds in the sky and all that shit. Same town. Watch, you can see it. You can see it. Watch. It's gonna come right here and then go to the top. And stay at the top for a minute and then... There it is. Watch. Watch. See that? Come on. Tell me it ain't a projection. Who changed the slide? Folks, seriously. I want to know what the fuck that is, man. Because right now, I'm sure I'm not the only one starting to question a lot of shit. That's wrong here. Hello. multiple suns. That didn't give nobody a fucking idea. I don't think it's multiple suns. If you look at the other videos that I did on it, well, the more defined ones anyways, because there's other videos that he's done, so you gotta know what the fuck ones you're looking at. But another one that I did, you could clearly, it looks like somebody walking across the fucking clouds. That's all I'll say. But I can tell you right now that these assholes in the Illuminati are planning a fake return of Christ, something thereof, and they're gonna do it with Project Bluebeam. Now, this could be real as in spiritual, thing happening, spiritual angelic event, or it can be fake as in that's fucking Bluebeam. So I want somebody out there, astronomer, scientist, fucking deli sandwich maker, somebody tell me what the fuck that is. Looks like somebody switched the slide. Yeah. You want to see some more craziness? I mean, look at this thing. It looks like a fucking being. Okay, dude's walking with a fucking dog in his arms. You see, if you've seen the videos I did, you didn't know what I mean. But at certain points, it looks like multiple suns, like, 2, 3 suns. But this is some shit. Look at the fucking date, folks. I mean, this is some shit that seriously needs to be addressed. I mean, what the fuck was that? Take a look around the page, and you get lots of other shit. Multiple sunrise. Alright, 2013. It's got a whole fucking gallery of them. It's incredible. Like over here is all sorts of different, same shit that's at the top, except there's a lot more stuff. Which, I'm about to get into that, and also this right here. Switzerland is the worldwide bankster center of evil. Stay tuned. I want to know what the fuck that was. Where's my answers? I want some cosmic top secret guys to give some answers on that. Of course, checking out All News Pipeline. They're talking a lot of China. Globalists inducing endgame for America as more signs emerge. And it all comes crashing down and nobody does nothing. I'll also be talking about the nuclear weapon that people keep emailing me about and shit that, you know, didn't go off. So, coming up, buddy. Knowing the law. Being bright, having had step-by-step knowledge and teachings as just about everyone else. Commons, morals, ethics. None of that matters if you're looking for a career as a Supreme Court justice. Believe this shit? This I did not know. But a Supreme Court justice has 0 requirements. I give you James Burns, appointed in 1941, didn't even graduate high school. He was self-taught, and he was self-taught in law before passing the bar at 23 years old. But he went to an Ivy League school, which certainly helps. Of the 8 current Supreme Court justices, 4 went to Harvard, 3 went to Yale, 1 went to Columbia. All skull and bones and globalist groups. Colleges, okay? Justices can also be retired justices. This has happened twice. Yeah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Series of jobs in politics until Herbert Hoover appointed him Chief Justice to replace the same Taft that appointed him in the first place. That means President Obama would be within precedent to renominate David Souter, Sandra O'Day O'Connor, or John Paul Stevens. So it don't matter if, if they didn't do their job, it's okay, hire them back. Give them another shot. Process is relatively straightforward. President picks a suitable candidate, and that candidate sent a questionnaire that touches on almost every aspect of their lives. After that, there's a hearing before the Judiciary Committee, which at the moment, blah, 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 is followed by more written questions. After all the questions are answered, the committee votes on whether to send the nomination to the full Senate with a favorable recommendation, an unfavorable recommendation, or no recommendation. As can be imagined, this has recently been partisan. Obama's current 2 justices, Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor, received nearly partly line votes, with Lindsey Graham breaking ranks both times. Bush's pick of Samuel Alito was similarly split. The last person to survive this process with a unanimous vote was Stephen Breyer in 1994. So the president can just write up his own fucking questionnaire, give it to whoever the fuck he wants to, and hire them. Kind of like what he did with Sotomayor. That woman's got no fucking clue. I could bury that woman in court. That woman has 0 clue what she's doing. Goes to show. So, Supreme Court Justice up for grabs. If you hit Barack Obama's agenda right on point, you're hired.